Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And a 3 of Wands, really a good time for you to recognize how much progress you're making in your life and to feel proud of what you're doing, feel proud of who you are, feel proud of what you've accomplished and what you're going to accomplish. Believe in yourself, believe in your vision. Yeah. Let's put this card into a little bit of context. This is a reading for the week of October 26th through November 1st. Here we have a 5 of Pentacles, a 4 of Wands, a Hanged Man, a 4 of Pentacles, a 10 of Pentacles. Wow, really nice. We have a Knight of Pentacles. We have a Moon card. We have a 2 of Wands, and finally, a Queen of Pentacles. A lot of good, really good earth energy for you. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're just going to set it down right over here with Tiny Bob Ross right on top. We're not going to look at that happy little card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading, if at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be. Put your prediction in the comments below the video. Okay. Now, as we look around the room, we see a couple of majors. We see some fire. We don't see any water. We don't see any air either. Then we just have earth, 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 earth. It's really a lot of earth cards, right? A lot of earth, yeah. Really a lot of earth. Some fire and some earth, which is really great because I feel like this is a week where it's going to be great for your manifestations. I feel like this is really going to be like the biggest win of your life. Okay? I feel like this is an opportunity now for you to really make the progress that you've been wanting to make. But we're going to start with the major arcana, okay? And these cards show the big forces that are shaping your week, the lessons, the moods, the energies that guide your choices. And, well, starting with the Hanged Man, okay? Hanged Man, maybe it's felt like plans have been slowing down. This could be kind of the last week's energy kind of still lingering in right now, right? This might have been a good time for you to reflect. If things are slowing down or you feel like they have slowed down a little bit, see it as a gift, a time for a little bit of reflection. Yeah. Sometimes a problem is going to look different if you view it upside down, okay? So it may be that a lot of you are starting to realize that something was a blessing and not a curse. You know, some of you, I think, are going to be realizing the silver lining of something. Yeah. It's a card that's saying go with the flow. Don't fight change. Something may have been, flipping your expectations. But I feel like something is showing you a better path. Yeah. This is a card of resting instead of forcing results. It's a card of being patient, okay, waiting for the clarity to come. It's a card really that's saying let's give up anything that doesn't fit us anymore. Let's make space for peace. Let's surrender, because that's going to lead to a deeper understanding. Okay. Now, your other major arcana card is the moon. And that, really, these two are very watery cards, both of these. And the moon may be talking about feelings that are kind of confused. And the hanged man maybe is looking for a different perspective. How can we look at something differently? That right now it seems like maybe things are stuck, things have slowed down, I don't understand exactly what's going on. My feelings about something are confused, right? So you wait before reacting. And you wait for that clarity. Right now your dreams may be showing you the hidden truths. So pay attention to signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Avoid any kind of gossip, especially with that hanged man. Things might be the exact opposite of what you think they are. Or the way that you're looking at something might not be the way it really is. Especially with the moon card. Okay? Avoid anything that seems unclear or ambiguous. Try to look at it from a different point of view, to try to get, different angles of something. Yeah. This is maybe a time for creative projects as well, because of the emotion and the imagination of the moon card. Okay. So some of these creative projects may really, really thrive right now. Again, with the fire and earth here, you have a very strong opportunity to manifest something. Be gentle with yourself, though, especially if you're experiencing fluctuating moods. If your feelings are we're getting frustrated because things seem like they're slowing down or things have stalled. Maybe things have apparently stalled or slowed down. But maybe the blessing is that you're now able to focus on some other things that really, really, really matter and make some really, really intense progress. Okay? This week, consider how you can immerse yourself further in that hanged man energy and maybe take a break from things. Take a break from something that's stressing out about something that we can't really change. The hanged man being a card of surrender and acceptance. If I accept the things that I can't change, well, then I'm kind of freeing my energy up to do something else. Take a break from the stress, take a break from screens even, take a break from noise. Okay? Your intuition is going to grow. You have a really wonderful opportunity right now. But you've got to accept the things that are just happening that you can't prevent, you can't alter them, you can't change them. So the hanged man really is that card of acceptance, the practice of acceptance. Maybe we're accepting that, look, things are kind of confusing right now. There's a dark doorway. I can't see the future. There's uncertainty. And that's kind of something that we have to accept too, Let's talk about the fire energy now, okay? We're going to start with our Three of Wands, virtue. Your hard work is starting to show real results, okay? So this is a card, again, of being proud, standing tall, and recognizing your progress. It may be anticipation, though. It could be that, we're coming off of this hanged man energy, feeling like the progress isn't there. It will be, okay? So wait for your efforts to return the rewards, because they're going to. We've got to be patient. We've got to stay consistent. So persist in your work, knowing, believing, recognizing that your work is going to lead to, Ten of Pentacles. It's going to lead to everything that you thought it would and more. Okay. There could be a message or an opportunity that some of you have been waiting for. I think it's arriving now. Okay. If that hanged man energy is us kind of just, there's nothing we can do right now but wait. I feel like whatever message or whatever you're waiting for is going to arrive very, very soon. Okay, I'm thinking this week. Keep doing the right thing even though it's difficult. Be proud of yourself. Be strong. Be confident. Don't show off. Okay? Your integrity right now is what's attracting success. And integrity means that even when you're in a hanged man position and the future is unclear and there's this fear of the future, there's this uncertainty, you're still doing the difficult thing. You're still doing everything you're supposed to do. Okay? The Three of Wands, this is what you can do. Even while you're accepting all those things that you can't control. You can control your own integrity and your own sort of, your own like work ethic, your hard work, And what it's leading to is exactly what you see beneath the surface here with the Four of Wands, completion. Something is being achieved here. You're going to be celebrating something that you have finished. Okay? This is also kind of like the completion of what you've been waiting for, what you've been expecting, the hanged man sort of surrendering to just like, the progress isn't there now. It's happening. Whatever you've been waiting for is coming in. This is also a card of enjoying the harmony with friends, family, or even teammates, celebrating a win together. Okay. With this card, it's also, and the Four of Pentacles that we see up there too, make sure that your home environment is peaceful. Okay. This is Venus in Aries. Make sure that you have a charming workspace or living space. Make sure that you have an environment that is conducive to your work, to your progress, to your well-being, and to your motivation. Okay? Reward yourself for your effort. Yeah. And keep the energy flowing. Even if you're in that hanged man position, it feels like things are stuck or things are blocked. Keep some gentle action moving. Stay persistent. And stay in the rhythm of it. Okay? Stability is entering your life. And I feel like this week it's going to happen. And that stability is the foundation for even more. You have a big responsibility in your life now, and I feel like Spirit's kind of saying, let's just keep everything going as smoothly as possible. Let's do everything we can do while we wait for things to happen that are beyond our control. Okay? And of course, you have the stability of the Four of Pentacles, the foundational energies that's leading to the greater long-term wealth. Okay? Now, you also have a Two of Wands over here to finish up our suit of wands and the fire energy. This is like you taking charge of your goals. See, this is everything you can control. You can make bold choices. You can trust your instincts. You have this desire to do things your own way. And that's good. You also have a hanged man. You're not going to be able to do everything your way. You're not going to be able to control everything. So it's kind of like saying, focus on the things that you can control while accepting the things that you can't. Okay? Don't get too impatient. Stay consistent. Okay? Good things are building up, and it may feel just to you, it may feel like that's just happening slowly, but they're happening. Okay? Others might be looking to you for leadership and following your example, following your lead. So be aware of that and stay in your consistency, persevere, show your integrity. Okay. There may be a partnership or something too for some of you that's going to bring kind of a new confidence. Okay, or bring even kind of like a power couple kind of energy, or a collaboration that brings like we could do something even more together than we could have done separately. So it could be in business, or it could be a creative collaboration or something like that. Okay. Your power is growing. Your influence is growing. The things that you can control is increasing. We see this energy is coming in, while the hanged man energy is on its way out, you see. I think that's a very good thing. Now, we don't have any water. We don't have any air cards. Okay. So the absence of the water cards The water, of course, are feelings. The water cards are even relationships. Okay, the water cards really are even kind of like, creativity. They reveal where love grows, what we need to release, how we care for ourselves. We don't see that here, and so maybe it's kind of saying that your relationships aren't an issue. Your self-care is not something that the cards need to bring up right now. Okay? So it could be that there's just nothing really serious that we need to talk about in terms of your self-care or your relationships, but you be the judge of that. Okay? Now, of course, we don't see any air energy either. And the air is also about the relationships. There is the suggestion that maybe you're isolating yourself a little bit, that there should be more of a focus on your communication and interpersonal relationships. The Swords cards show our thoughts, decisions, and how we communicate. Okay, how to solve problems, how to find truth, how to stay calm through challenges. And it could be that's exactly what you're doing. Okay, so there's a good reason why there's no heart and mind energy in the reading, no swords, no cups. Your heart and your mind are stable. You've got your integrity, you've got your stability, you've got your routine, and you're sticking with it. Okay, you're controlling the things that you can control, and you're surrendering to the flow of everything that's outside of your sphere of influence. So it could be that those areas of your life are just real nice right now, okay? But you've got to determine that. And, because the flip side of that is basically the reading is saying, hey, where are the thoughts and feelings at? How come you're not looking at them? How come you're not feeling your feelings or thinking your thoughts, But what we do have is a lot of earth energy, and that's all about how you build, how you earn, how you sustain the things in your life. It's health, it's wealth, it's fitness, it's finances, it's money, it's steady progress, right? Well, we're going to start with our 5 of Pentacles, or discs, and this is worry. Anxiety about work or money. Anxiety about the progress that we are or are not making. And maybe we need a little bit of the water energy and the air energy that allows us to ask for help. Okay, if we feel like we're sort of struggling with something alone, maybe we need to ask for some advice or ask for assistance or just get some kind of a teamwork or collaborative thing going. Focusing on the facts, okay? So we could do with a little bit of air energy. I really think the mystery card is going to be some air energy. Now, by the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. It's something like 40% of you who watch the channel regularly are not subscribed. So if you could, just do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. It's really an easy way to support the channel. It goes a long way. I really do appreciate that. Okay. Take care of your health. Make sure you're getting enough rest. Yeah. And fix small problems before they grow into larger problems. So that's something that you can control right now, is those foundational things, those routines, those habits, those really kind of basic things, the small wins that are creating the big win. That 10 of, God, look at the 10 of Pentacles. It's such a big win, right? It's made up of all these little wins. Yeah, so fix the small problems. Identify the small, this kind of looks like something that's got cracks in it, So fix those things first. Take care of your health, take care of the small problems if it's in your financial, dimension of life. And I feel like help is available to you. I feel like you got friends or family or something that their support is there if you're open to it. But I don't know what's going on in that area because I don't see the swords or the cups. Patience is going to really build up your manifestation. So the little things, okay, the little things are going to really build into something powerful. We have a 4 of Pentacles up here too. You are gaining stability. Okay? And it's a good time to fix the little cracks in the foundation to protect what you've earned. Set healthy boundaries with your money or your time, and with your health. Organization right now is going to help you to gain a peace of mind. I don't know your mental emotional state. I can't see the swords or cups. But it could be that you are already focusing on the habits, the routines, the rhythms, the organization, so that you can maintain not only the physical stability, but mental emotional stability as well. But don't be too controlling, don't be too rigid. It has to be a flexible and workable routine. Okay. I feel like you're saving and planning, but I feel like you got to be allowing a little bit of joy into your life too. Okay, because that's going to help to keep your mental emotional energy stable and refreshed. Okay, I feel like there is room for leadership here, and I feel like people really respect you. And it may be that, like, it's kind of indirect. Maybe you are very independent right now. People are kind of noticing you, okay? You have a very grounded confidence, I think, is really leading you to this Ten of Pentacles and all of this wealth. This is the long-term goal, and it's finally paying off. This is could be family and community support as well. This might be your investments or your savings that are bringing really like long-term stability. Celebrate what you're building. It's solid and it's going to last. I feel like you've planned very wisely for your future and for future generations or for future projects. Okay? And maybe the Hanged Man may just feel like it's just so slow going. You're building anything worth building, it's worth building right. And you're building it right. Okay? You're staying humble. Your prosperity is real. I feel like it needs to be shared with friends and family. Okay? This is a security. This is a long-term wealth that you're creating. And you should feel good about it. So I hope that the water energy, if we get any, is going to be really good water energy, because you deserve this. You deserve to feel satisfied with what you're creating. Okay? But let's look at our Knight of Pentacles over here. And your general energy. This is you moving forward, slowly but surely. No rushing needed. And don't call me Shirley. You've planned carefully. And your big plans, this big win, the biggest win of your life, right? It's been very intentional and very deliberate and slow and steady. You've been making careful moves. You've been sticking to your path, even when the path feels slow, even when you've got the Hanged Man. I think you focus on health and food and your steady routines, because that's allowing you to keep the pace and keep the progress and continue to do what you need to do. I feel like you've been working at it for a long time. I feel like that Ten of Pentacles is really here and it's real, okay? You're very practical. I think your consistency is creating this biggest win of your life. Your hard work is paying off, so keep going, okay? Persistence is turning all of your effort into the Ten of Pentacles, the real achievement. And you also have a Queen of Pentacles, which I think is a wonderful way to end, because this is about nurturing others through generosity, through wisdom, okay? This is you bringing comfort and care into your home, bringing peace into your home. Yeah. And this is the perfect long-term sort of arc of the last position in the spread. Follow your intuition when you're managing all of this wealth and all these resources, everything you're manifesting. You have to now manage all that, you know? So trust yourself. Your quiet routines are building strength, okay? It feels like you are creating beauty in small and simple ways. I feel like your home really matters to you. Yeah. I feel like I feel like if you are receiving support from somebody, and if you choose to sort of, to deal with the Five of Pentacles that way, I feel like this card is about you giving that support back. You're maybe supporting somebody else who's facing a little bit of that Moon card, a little bit of that uncertainty. Yeah. Patience, kindness, stability, comfort, joy, managing the money. Looking back at the long and winding road that you took to get where you are and thinking, I deserve to be sitting pretty right now. And I think you're going to pay it forward, and I think you're going to be very humble and very generous and very gracious with what you're building. If you appreciate it, right, and you acknowledge it and you stay humble, it's going to multiply. If we get all arrogant and all that stuff, money's going to just be gone. The success is going to leave us. This is really the beautiful, beautiful card. Let's look at the mystery card over here. I think maybe an Empress. I think it's either going to be majors, or I feel like it should be an Empress, but I kind of feel like we're going to get some swords or some cups, and that might be a good thing anyway. If you have a prediction, please put it in the comments. Let's see what we have. Nope, more Pentacles. And it's a Seven of Pentacles, which is showing the slow, steady progress even when there wasn't anything to show for it. Delays, doubts, testing your patience. And that Hanged Man is saying, it is what it is. I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep tending to the garden. I believe it's going to bear fruit. I know it will. I just got to keep showing up. You didn't give up. It may have been slow progress, but it still counted. Okay? I think that you have an ability to kind of slowly look at it, like evaluate what you've been doing and make little adjustments where you needed to. I think that you avoid, maybe you just avoid like the mental, emotional stuff altogether, and that's why it's not here, because it's like, I'm trying not to think, I'm trying not to feel, I'm just showing up and doing the work. Turning off my mind and just doing the work. Maybe that's the best, maybe that's really the best method, I'm not trying to think, I'm not trying to get emotional, I'm just trying to, maybe it's like autopilot, I'm just trying to show up and do my best, not worry about the future. Well, if that's your method, it's working. Because you've avoided the negative self-talk, you've put in the effort, and the growth is happening. You've stayed consistent even when you've been in that Hanged Man position, even when it feels like the results have been really small. Okay? Your persistence is turning into prosperity. This is amazing. I love this. We're going to do an extended reading. Click on the join button right down there. We're going to do an I Ching hexagram. We're going to do oracle cards. We will clarify love and money. We'll do the yes, no coin. Gemini, I thank you, I love you, and we are all in this together.